of you who do not know me, my name is Laura Machias, and I am wife to a Brazilian guy named Felipe, and I have 3 beautiful children, and I have a baby on the way. I'm pregnant right now, so I'll be a mom to 4 in a few months. Today I'll be sharing a little bit of my story about how I arrived to live here in Brazil. Just a side note, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Brazil, and we're letting our kids play outside with the hose, and they're playing with water. So if you hear water and children, that's just my kids outside playing in our backyard. My story related to Brazil, it actually all begins way back in the year 2000. So that kind of shows my age. I was in college and I was doing a study abroad program. That was part of my program to go abroad and to serve in some capacity. And so I came to Brazil and I worked with street kids and kids in shelters and kids that had needed to be taken away from their families because they were in at-risk situations and needed to be in a shelter, and kids living in slums. Yeah, so that summer was very impacting for me to work with the children and to visit churches and to serve and get to see Brazilian culture and people and life and to see all the needs in Brazil. Yeah, all the poverty that a lot of people face. That year of 2000 was very impactful for me, and I returned to the States desiring to return to Brazil. I want to make a difference there. I want to go there and be a blessing and help the people and help the children that are in need in Brazil. So I went home with that in mind and that in my heart. Years later, I was finally able to return to Brazil. So my story continues. I finally was able to return to Brazil in 2007. So I visited my first time in the year 2000, and 7 years later, I finally returned. And many things happened in those 7 years where I was really praying and asking God to show me His will and His direction for me for when I should return to Brazil. I graduated college in that time. I worked as a teacher in an elementary school during those years, and I was really involved in my church. I felt like it was 7 years where God was preparing me and kind of helping and showing me things so that I would be ready to come back to Brazil. In 2007, I returned to Brazil to live in a city called Belo Horizonte, Brazil, in the state of Minas Gerais. And I arrived here ready to serve and ready to work with children at risk in a missionary base. Then I eventually ended up working in a community center that reached out to children living in the largest slum in Belo Horizonte, where we would receive the children every day, help them with like school activities, tutoring, sports, play, emotional and social enrichment and development. And it was an amazing experience, and the children just captured my heart, and I loved the work. And I lived in Belo Horizonte from 2007 until 2015. And during that time, I also met my husband, and he's a Brazilian, and I got married, and I began having children. And then in 2015, we moved to Sao Paulo, and we're continuing to do the same kind of work, working with children in a community here. So this is just a little kind of testimony of my life, of my journey here to Brazil, how I came here to work with children, to make a difference in the world, to make this world a better place, and to share about God's love and the love of Christ, the love of Jesus Christ. And along the way, God, He orchestrated everything for me to meet my husband, to form a beautiful family, and I'm very thankful. If you want to learn more about my family, the Machias family, you can go to our blog, and the link is below, I think. And also you can check out our YouTube channel where we have songs family videos and stuff about our work with children. And here's one of my guys right here. This is Josiah, and he is 2 years old. So anyway, ciao, goodbye. Have a great day. God bless you.